Hello everyone, my name's Ezra, and you're watching EELSMow15.
EELSMow15.
Now today I'm standing in front of my parents' shop, and I have something special, actually two things special, inside the shop. Bought these a couple weeks ago, and I haven't had the time to make a video on them, but I have a little bit of time in between work and school, so I'm going to make a video for you guys. Without further ado, let's show you all. Alright, let's walk in the shop. Alright, here we are. This is one of the first surprises I got. Oh, no. Be quiet. Stop it. Stop. Keep that on there so the chickens don't eat the cat food. But, yeah. This is my new trailer that I bought. I don't remember the exact model name. I'll put it on the screen. But it is a Gorilla Cart. It is one of the Gorilla Cart's ATV trailers. And you might be thinking, well, Ezra, you don't have an ATV anymore. You sold it. Well, I bought another one. I bought it from my best friend's dad. But yeah, it's kind of small. It's the same size CC as my other one. It's a 2005 or 6-ish, around that era. But along that time, 250cc Kawasaki Bayou, and it's done pretty well. I like it. I'm actually familiar with it. I picked it up for an amazing deal. But yeah, a little more on that later. Today's real focus on this is this trailer. Tandem axle, has grease bearings on all sides. So we got grease bearing here, here. Same thing on the other side. And yeah, this trailer is really strong. Its capacity can hold up to 1,600 pounds. That's 1,600 pounds for those of people who wanted to know that. It's the same thing. But yeah, it's really cool. I bought this at Orscheln's. I live in America, so this thing was, what was it? It was around $799 to pick it up at Orscheln's, and then I bought a few other things with it. But this one was already pre-made. I just bought the display, really. It's like, hey, I want this. And I'm like, okay, bye. But it comes with these really cool tool holders and these chainsaw holders, which are really cool. And this thing up front with a gas can. And one of the coolest things about this, well, there's a lot of things cool about it. I don't know if it's the coolest, but it's still pretty cool, is that I bought this 2-inch ball coupler for it. And what it can actually do is that there's an adapter right here, so you can take this pin out and you have a clevis hitch. So in theory, I can pull it with this drawbar here. I don't like to do that. I did it once and I kind of bent the side metal right here, so I had to bend it back. So we won't be using this. I also added the safety chain on it because I will might be using it for other things here and there. So we have a project for this thing today. Normally, I can just use the pallet forks to just pick up the bale and move it to where I need it to do. But I want to test out to see how well the Gorilla Cart is today. So this thing can transform into a flatbed. And because of that, I'm going to basically take these walls off and turn it into a flatbed. So let's change that into that. Let's change it into the flatbed now. Now, here we have a pretty heavy-duty flatbed trailer, and we're going to see how well it works. Now, just to clarify, I can easily do this task with just the pallet forks. However, I just want to be able to see how well this thing works. I've used it for things here and there with some wood before, and that works very well. I just want to see how well this thing works when it comes to weight. So hopefully I can get this thing onto the trailer pretty well. Yeah, let's get the show on the road.
Hello everyone, this is Editing Ezra here. Just before we continue the video, I just wanted to say I actually I was not able to get the bale onto the trailer. I ended up getting pretty frustrated with this whole thing. It wasn't the trailer's fault, but the fact that I couldn't get the bales onto the fork. So that was pretty frustrating, so I ended up not doing that. But the video's not over because I ended up using my four-wheeler and ended up tutoring my trails. So if you guys like to check out that, continue watching the video. Thanks.
This is one of the newest additions to my vehicle lineup, you could say. It is a Kawasaki Bayou, and it's 250cc, around the year 2004 to 2006-ish. I don't remember the year. This is actually not the first time this four-wheeler's been on this channel before. I believe it's about over a little year ago, we went to the land and we drove around with the owners of the land. And I actually bought this from my best friend's dad. They're the owners of the land. And I've actually driven this four-wheeler many, many times before I've even owned it. And I called his dad. He's like, hey, can I buy it? And he's like, sure. And I'm like, all right, I'll be there a little bit, basically. So I picked it up. I didn't even test drive it because I already knew all the things. And yeah, for the price I bought it for, he just sold it for me for $500 just to get it out of his shop or out of his basement garage. And I'm like, okay, load it up on the trailer. It's done. It's not a perfect four-wheeler. There's a little bit of carburetor work that needs to be done on it. But other than that, it's a very good machine. It runs well in all the other gears, like first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. It does idle high in neutral. So and that's the carburetor work that needs to be done on it. But I put some no ethanol gasoline in it, as all four-wheelers should have, and or at least all carbonated engines. And yeah, let's see how well it works. It works very well. It's only two-wheel drive, so it has just tires in the back. The tires. It's rear-wheel drive basically. It does not have front-wheel drive. My dream four-wheeler would be around a 2005, 2010-ish, a Polaris Sportsman X2, and that is my absolute dream four-wheeler. But in the meantime, this will help get things done, and for the price I got it, I'm like, oh, this is a perfect, and it has helped with a lot of chores. But yeah, it is a very good four-wheeler. The only mods I would add into it, is just new tires, so maybe some bigger, what's the word? Lugs? I think lugs is not the lugs. Maybe it is, basically, better tires for off-road in this muddy terrain. And, yeah, we're not even gonna mess with that anymore. But, yeah, just better tires with it, and probably, if any point, maybe a winch. I've seen some people put some winches right here. But it is also a very light quad. I can just pick this thing up and put it in the back of my truck. So it's, yeah. We will test drive you in a second. I also wanted to drive out because it is a little snowy. It's all melting away. I'm like, oh, I got to drive in the snow before it all melts away. So I better hurry up. But yes, this is the Kawasaki Bayou. And yeah. Now the next addition to the fleet is not that. This is actually a lawnmower. This is the Husqvarna. We've had this, well, we bought this with our house. And I don't think I've really ever started the engine with this thing. I have not used this thing. It's a good lawnmower, but honestly, it's not my favorite thing in the world. So we could probably do some work on it next summer, or this summer, I guess you could say, 2022. But yeah, I don't really ever use that thing. It's more, I'm at work all the time, so everyone else at home is the one mowing anymore, so. But it's a decent lawnmower, not my favorite. So before it gets too dark, let's start up the Bayou and just do a test run. Alrighty, so last four-wheeler video I did, it was really, really shaky, so I'm going to try my best to keep it still. Yeah, the four-wheeler is a little bit cold right now, so I'm going to let her warm up just a little bit. She likes to die because it is 30s, and I also haven't started it in a few days, so I like to start it up every so often just to get that fuel in, because it did just sit in his basement garage for like 6 months at a time. It's starting every now and then, but not as often as it like to. So I'm going to run it through the trails. It is pretty slick and muddy, so I'm going to try to run it through parts that's not as muddy, and eventually we'll go through mud, but that's a different day. It's too cold for that. But yeah, let's hit the trails. Holy cow, I don't think I've ever driven this thing in the snow before. I've driven the Recon before, but not this. can't jump with one hand. Oh yeah! Full on drift! We'll come back to this area in a little bit. I love the mud! Alright, so I just wanted to stop the four-wheeler off right here, just because I wanted to say something real quick. I'm about to take you guys over to a place I've been working on for a little while. It is the bridge, and it's the latest build of it, and I think it's going to stay this way for quite a long time. It's something I've been working on for a while. I haven't made any videos on it. Actually, maybe I have. I haven't been showing any videos building it, so, this is the final version of the bridge that I've made, and I just wanted to show you guys, so let's drive over to it. Nice thing about this four-wheeler is that the electric start doesn't go bad. Alrighty, this is the bridge. It is the latest edition of it. It's raised up higher and it's stronger. So I added this ramp here. Just kind of a dirt ramp to obviously get onto it, but there's these boards to kind of take the beating of the four-wheeler. And I can still, if I really wanted to, drive through here and get some muddy, but it's much sturdier. So instead of two telephone posts on just either side, there's both telephone posts and a telephone post in the middle now, which took a pain in the butt to do, and I wish I was smarter when I built this thing in the first place to add one there at a time. So, but I wasn't, I was dumb. So, yeah, this thing is solid as a rock. Take a look underneath. Yeah. And it's all melting away because of the snow, but, yeah. Very happy with this thing. Oh, don't want to fall. Yeah, it took a long time building this thing also because I didn't do it right the first time. So, yeah, I still got this is my mudding area, I guess you could say. Not with that thing though, probably with the different four-wheeler. Definitely. Let's hit the trails again. Driving on the new bridge once again. I will say that descent is kind of steep, so I might have to work on that next summer, or this summer. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, yeah! Yeah, that was fun. So much fun. Alright, so you may be asking yourself the question, where have I been this entire time? The answer to that question is work and school and just daily life on the farm. I don't have the manpower to record every little thing, and sometimes there's like things that frustrate me, like because life is life, and I'm like, I really don't want to record it now anyway. And you can kind of see out as I'll play back some footage, but there was the mud out there. I was trying to put the hay bale on the pallets, and it just didn't work. It just got muddy everywhere, and I'm like, I'm done. I can't make a video. There was going to be a video, but if maybe I had a second pair of hands or it wasn't so muddy, maybe the video would come out, but I just didn't want to make some crappy video. So that's one thing. I've been busy with work and school. I'm in my second semester of my senior year of high school, so I'm almost done. I'm 18, so I'll be getting out of school soon here, and then 3 months after I graduate, I'll be going straight to college, which I will be gone for I think I'll be gone for a little under 2 years. But yeah, once I come back, hopefully EELSMow15 will be back. I'll try to do some videos on the weekends because of my schedule and stuff, so hopefully things will work out, but at the same time, I'll be coming back home on the weekends to hang out with my family, my friends, and etc. So, yeah. Another thing I wanted to address is I want to be making videos that is worthwhile everyone's time. There's a lot of stuff on the internet like clickbait, like whoa, like look at this new thing, but then they talk for 30 minutes and then you just lose your time. The reason I'm talking now and at the end of the video is because you guys have an opportunity to click off. You always have the chance or opportunity to click off, but you don't have to fast forward like, oh, this is so boring. But I just want to just be straight up with you guys. I want to make good video and content. I said originally this channel's not going to go anywhere, and it hasn't gone much. It's grown a little bit over the years, and I appreciate the people and followers who are following me, and I do, and I'm not looking to be a super big famous YouTuber such as Whistling Diesel or whatever it may be. I mean, that'd be great and cool, but at the same time, I don't have the time for that. I'm still a kid, and it's possible I could really make time, but I still need to work on time management and stuff. I'm not the best at it, something I'm weak at. I don't want to just be making videos like, look at the four-wheeler and the trailer, and then drive around. As I did in this video. I did want to introduce you guys to the new machines, but I also wanted to ride around to be worthwhile your time, because yeah, I want this channel to be, hey, this is how I'm doing something, how I fix things. This is what I'm building. This is my project I'm working on. I bought the Gorilla Cart over there, and I got the Bayou on the 10th of January. It was January 2022. So, January 10th, 2022. So, and I only say that date because I'm probably going to forget when I bought this thing. So, yeah, there you go, Ezra. Yeah, I don't want to be making videos of this is an update, and yeah, bye. I just really want to be making videos that's worthwhile at everyone's time. And if I could be educating my viewers and giving them worth their time, then that's both a benefit to both, I would say, me and definitely my viewers. If I did become a great big YouTuber, that would be excellent. But I don't have the skills or the resources yet. I'm sure if I worked hard for it, I could easily do that. But as of right now, my main focus right now is graduating high school and getting to college. But I will try to do my best in videos. I bought that trailer and I bought this four-wheeler, to be able to do projects around my property. And in the future, if I still have EELSMow15 around, I'll do it when I got my own house and my own family, and I'll do whatever. I'm hey, this time I'm building a shop, and this time I'm building my own house. I have big ideas, but obviously it's going to take time and patience and hard work to do it all. So, yeah, I say all this just to say I just want to be able to give you guys good videos where
I just also want to give you an update where I've been and what I'm doing, because you don't know. So this is really just a hobby right now, and it's fun to make, and it's fun to see people view my work, or whatever it may be. But yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. School and work, stuff like that. Even though I did buy the 4-wheeler and the new trailer, it might be a little bit longer till I get to use them like a lot. I will still use them, like here and there. Like after work, I come home, and before I start doing my school, I'll go ride the 4-wheeler, which I still got to do school now. So it's kind of one of those moments, like quick little sweet spot. I don't have as much school today, so I was like, yes, but at the same time, like, I got more school later. So, and I'm going to talk everyone's ears off. So, yeah, just wanted to give you guys all an update. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Ezra, and you were watching EELSMow15. You all, everyone, have a great rest of your night.